واغتراب فقير في الحياة من الصحاب ومن يأمنك يا دنيا الدواهي تدوسين المصائب.
The sun and the moon are at the distance where when the sun comes in front of the moon, they are of the same size. That's why whenever there is a lunar or a solar eclipse, they hide each other. These are not coincidences. These are Allah's channels of teaching us. If you had just a little bit of brain, we could have easily measured the distance, and not just that, we could have measured the speed of light. You know what the speed of light is? Speed of light, do you know what it is?
Sun.
The speed of light.
The speed?
Yeah, speed, yeah, speed. You know it?
Yeah.
Yeah, what is it?
The speed of light is like, the speed is...
Well, what is it? How fast is light?
It's like the size. The speed of light is... like how do I...
There's a measure, yeah. You're not old enough for that. Don't worry, you'll measure it. Don't worry. There's a measure. We measure it. Don't worry. That's the fastest thing right now, okay? That's the fastest thing in the universe, right? Now, I'll tell you why I'm talking about speed of light, okay? In this slide. Allah Azza wa Jalla in the Quran had already taught us this. We didn't know that. That's why we didn't teach them. You know, the only place in the universe, Quran is speaking to the only place in the universe. You know what that is? That's planet Earth. Quran is talking to the human beings on the planet Earth, right? Right? Yes? The only place in the universe, let me show you like this. Hold these things. Come on, let's stand. Let's do a little demo. And this is like show and tell, okay? You are going to hold this, as far from you as possible. Okay, far. No, stand here. Just put your arm out here, like here, okay? Look at this. This man is planet Earth, okay? That man is planet Earth. So his head is planet Earth. People are looking at this. This is the moon. Tiny little moon. Yeah, this is too big. If this was the moon, his head would have been a lot bigger, okay? As if it was planet Earth. So look, just hold on to this. This is the moon. This is the sun. Somewhere here, because the moon is orbiting the Earth, right? Sun is somewhere else. But sun is way, way, way bigger, right? So if that was the moon was of this size by proportion, the sun would have been bigger than this building right now. So I'm just giving you just a little, demo here, okay? Now, this is what the Quran has given us. We didn't look through it. The only place in the universe, which is the planet Earth, where two spherical bodies, two spheres, which are at a difference in size which is to the millionth of each other. So the moon is 1,000,000 times smaller than the sun. But on planet Earth, the sun and the moon are at the distance where when the sun comes in front of the moon, they are of the same size. You need to understand the beauty of all of this miracle. Now you need to understand what I'm saying here first. The only place in the universe where the size of this star, the biggest star in the solar system, becomes equal to the size of the smallest body in the solar system, which is the moon. They have to be the exact same size. Where? Well, it has to be on the surface of this planet Earth. Anywhere you go, you'll see the difference in the size of the sun and the moon, except on planet Earth. On planet Earth, they become the same size. That's why whenever there's a lunar or a solar eclipse, they hide each other perfectly. You understand me? Now, I didn't get to have to read science through this. This was written in the Quran. We could have easily measured the distance, and not just that, we could have measured the speed of light. You know why? Because Allah calls the moon with a certain name. What's the name? What does Allah call in the Quran, the moon in the Quran? And the attribute, the adjective about Qamar is, the attributal name is, what is Siraj and Munira? What is it? What is Siraj and Munira? Come on, think. Allah calls sun with a certain attributal name and the moon with a... Have you never heard the word Siraj and Munir? Really? Yeah, really. So, here is the best part. You know how long the light, speed of light, which starts from Earth, goes to the moon, comes back to Earth. You know how long that is? That is exactly equal to 1 second. We knew the speed of light and the unit of time inside the Quran because of the placement of the earth, the moon and the sun, and the Quran telling us how to use it. That is the only celestial body on the planet or in the universe, especially in our solar system, where the light takes only 1 second to do this to its own planet. Go there and come back. You understand what I'm saying? These are not coincidences. These are Allah's channels of teaching us. If you had just a little bit of brain to use in your very Arabic that you learned, to read the very book that I wrote, you could have gotten the basics of everything and every law would have come to you. That's, by the way, how they came up with the speed of light. By the way, how we get to know what is the unit of time. Somebody else had to come up with it, even though we were sitting on it all this time. Imagine this book talking to us in these fields. You can sit now. You can sit down. Sit down, thanks. This book, having this kind of knowledge, does not fascinate even a single Muslim to write anything on nature or science. Not a single Muslim coming, and they are Muslims who write about nature and science. They do not get fascinated by the Quran. So you know why I need you guys to put babies into these articles, these subjects, so that here we get those blue dots, and then Muslims take over the intellectual capital of the world. That's that simple.